Mortgage interest rates are finally down. Yay.
But are they going to stay down?
Hey everyone, I'm Kristen.
I'm Steve.
And we are the Thomas Group with The Real Broker, bringing you today your September 2025 Las Vegas real estate market update.
So yeah, as you have probably seen or heard in the news, interest rates are going down.
Finally.
Now, does that mean, the Fed's bringing their interest rate down? Does that mean mortgage interest rates are coming down?
Are they going to come down more? What's going on?
Will they stay down?
Yeah.
Right. We've got a lot of stuff that we're going to discuss with you today. And one thing that I really like about something that we're going to talk about today is history, right? Quite often, history can tell us or give us a little glimpse into where we're going to go. And there's some good history that we're going to teach you. We're going to talk about some of the communities that are very heavily switching into buyers or sellers markets. The whole of the Las Vegas area has dramatically changed in terms of the activity in different communities. And some areas have got over 12 months of activity, 12 months of inventory in there, and some have got as little as 3.
Wow, that's
so I
wonderful.
will go over, all of those communities with you, whether you're buying or selling. Very, very important information. So should we get into it?
Yeah, I think let's just start right out with the interest rates.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, because that's we're going to
The
talk about
hot
all the
topic.
numbers. That is the hot topic. Yes, correct. Yeah, so I mean, interest rates right now at the time of filming are down 6.3%, and the Fed has not even done a rate cut yet. So I'm sure there's people out there sitting thinking okay, well, the Fed's going to do a rate cut coming up. Are they going to go down more?
Well, last year.
Yeah,
It's last year.
It was pretty much this same time last year. Rates were down. I think the Fed was cutting or starting to cut, and rates dipped down to 6%.
Mm-hmm. And everyone was all waiting with bated breath. Yes, we're going to go, everything's going to go down. We're going to get really busy. Market's about to, change again. And what happened?
Interest rates actually went up because what happened? Mortgage interest rates. Yes, sorry. Thank you for clarifying. A lot of people think that what we hear in the news, the Fed interest rate, that is tied directly to mortgage interest rates. And while there is some correlation, they're not. And so what had happened last year and this year too, even already, is when the bankers are coming out with their rates, they're thinking ahead about what's going to happen. So this 6.3% that we're at right now, they're counting, they've already baked into the rate that future Fed rate cut.
Yep. It happened last year. And as you say, Kristen and I aren't just, we've been telling you guys now is one of the best times to buy for various reasons, right? And Kristen and I are buying a house this month, right? An investment property. And we've also locked in our rate already early to be able to take advantage of, potentially it might go up again, right? And if it goes down, great. We can look at that and see what makes sense at that point, right? But it will be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. So should we take a look at what the single family market's doing?
Let's do it.
Median sales price was $480,000. We are just hovering around this area. We were at 485 last month. So we're down 1% month over month. And we're up 0.7% year over year. So we've been hanging out at that 480, 485 for a year now, as you can see. Units sold, there was 1,835 units sold last month. Whew, here's a big one. Down 9.2% from the previous month and down 14.2% from the same time last year. So actual sales are down. That's pretty significant. And we're going to stay down because our pending sales are about the same this month as they were last month and this year as they were last year. So it's looking like more of the same cruising into next month.
Yeah. And I think there's something that's important to, just piggyback off of this is median sales price, which is a representative of all of the single family homes sold in Clark County. But when we start looking specifically in communities when Kristen and I are sitting, working with locals selling their homes or buyers that are relocating and moving here. We're running the numbers in these communities, and it's sometimes quite interesting to see how some people are underwater. All right. So they actually purchased their home at the peak, and that community there has never risen
Gone back
up to where it is. And then so it's changed all over, which I think is a good kind of segue for me to tell everyone, if you are shopping right now or planning to, be shopping within the next 90 days or putting your home on the market, few different communities to pay attention to. So let's start with, well, I'll let you ask. Do you want to start with the buyer's market or the seller's market?
Let's start with the buyer's market.
Okay, buyer's market, right? Starting with 12 months of inventory, Silverstone Ranch.
Beautiful up there.
It is, but it's been increasing like month on month.
Okay.
This one, it surprised me. I don't know if this was on my list last month. I'm going to have to go back and check. Skye Canyon, 10 months of inventory.
In Skye Canyon?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm seeing a trend. Give me some more and I'm going to tell you the trend that I'm seeing.
All right, well, this one will be the anomaly on your trend.
Okay.
Southern Highlands.
Okay, interesting.
Southern Highlands, 7 months. Spring Valley has got 7 months. Inspirada has now 7 months. Desert Shores has got 6 months of inventory. For me, right there, Skye Canyon's the standout one. If you're buying right now in Skye Canyon, you're going to be able to get a phenomenal deal. And this is a great community up there. Catherine on our team just did a pros and cons of living in Skye Canyon, and actually she surveyed a lot of the locals that live in the community and stuff. She was in the Facebook groups asking them questions. So she's done all of the research for you and brought the pros and cons of that community. But you can be really aggressive there. Now, if you're shopping in any of these areas or you happen to live in one of these areas, it is still a seller's market. You're getting multiple offers on your home, right? If it's listed correctly, if it's priced well and it's looking good, right? Most importantly, if it's turnkey, these are all going really, really fast. All right. So these have all got 4 months of inventory. Okay. Aliante.
Interesting.
Centennial Hills.
Okay.
And Green Valley.
Wow.
They've all got 4 months of inventory.
I feel like Green Valley was on our slow list last month, or Green Valley Ranch or something.
Well, see, this is the thing, because real estate changes every month. We do these updates for you, because we do sometimes have like big swings in communities, and you've really got to keep your eye on the market. Like, we've got a listing coming up in Tuscany soon, and I'm not putting that property on the market specifically until something else happens in that community, and I'm watching it and I'm talking to the sellers that they're okay with me not putting it on the market. So you've got to really be dialed in and know what's happening, because it can change from month to month. Yeah. But these ones did surprise me actually a little bit. With 3 months of inventory, Green Valley Ranch now.
Wow.
Cadence.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm shocked by this.
Coley Ranch.
Okay.
And Lone Mountain.
It seems like this is interesting. There's a lot of more affordable, like maybe first-time home buyer, that kind of community on your ones that are more desirable right now. Green Valley, Cadence, Coley Ranch. That's a lot of you could still
Lone
have
Mountain,
Mountain. You could still have that median budget of $480,000 and get a house.
Get a single family home, and a relatively new one too. Built within the last 20 years for sure. I did a little homework extra because I knew you were going to ask me, but you haven't. About
like Las Vegas?
No. Summerlin.
Oh, Summerlin, yeah.
Because when Kristen said to me before we're doing the market update, like, were you talking about? And I was giving a little rundown. She's like, oh, bet Summerlin's on there.
Yeah.
Well, Summerlin, when we categorize Summerlin, just so everybody knows, we are excluding the retirement communities here, okay? But when you look at Summerlin, because it is such a very large master plan community, you've got communities like the Ridges where you've got $15 million homes, and then you've got,
Summerlin North, where you can still get something for
$500,000.
$400,000, yeah.
Yeah, but there's 5 months of inventory in Summerlin.
Okay,
so it's pretty balanced overall.
And I mean, there is a lot of new construction competition out there too. So understandably, very interesting.
Yep.
Okay, so let's get back into our single family home statistics and new listings. it was pretty stagnant month over month and year over year. So we're kind of seeing that level out, our new listings. And inventory, this is something that's kind of slowing down, is about the same as it was last month. It's been like we've been seeing the inventory increase month over.
Yeah.
It's still up 36.8% from the same time last year. But there was some months when we saw the year over year inventory increase by 78%. So it kind of feels like to me, and I know I say this every month, that we're settling into like, this is kind of where, like when we were doing our market update in 2019 and we were like, okay, it's the same. There's nothing crazy happening. So
you feel like we've kind of reached a balanced level.
Feels
almost.
like it.
Well, I mean, the whole year's been spent, the median sales price has been the same.
Yeah.
So nothing true dramatic's happened on either end, right?
Exactly. But I think you can see that now that the inventory is kind of like stabilizing, as long as the demand doesn't keep going down month over month, the pending sales have stabilized too. So we'll see.
Right. Keep
Stay tuned. Yeah. There are 4 months of inventory for single family homes. I feel like, they tell us like, a balanced market is 6 to 7 months. Mm-hmm. Like just from what I feel being out there, like this feels like it's a very balanced market right now.
Well, but it wouldn't do if you're shopping in Green Valley Ranch.
Well, I don't know.
Well, it's only 3 months of inventory, right? So for people that are watching, they're like, what are these guys talking about when talking about months of inventory?
Yeah.
If in Green Valley Ranch, we kept selling all of the homes on the market at the current pace that they're selling, there wouldn't be any homes available in 3 months. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I've been running some comps in Green Valley because we also were looking at purchasing a property there. And in this home that we were going to be purchasing that property in, the houses are selling on an average of 12 days. There was only 3 listings to compete against, and none of them were even so.
I think that goes back to like to getting into a single family home under 500,000. It seems like those communities are doing really well right now.
Yeah.
And I bet they're going to continue to do better with this lower interest rate, because that makes a huge difference for
affordability
for everybody, right? But especially a first-time home buyer. Okay, let's look at condo and townhome units. The median sales price was $298,000. That's up 2.8% month over month and up 2.1% year over year. So while the single family market's kind of stagnating, we're still seeing that condo and townhome.
Maybe.
Why do you think it is?
Well, I'm just piggybacking off of your theory, right? Yeah, I mean, a lot more affordable homes, a lot more options.
Yeah. And by the way, we don't always talk about the average sales price, but the average sales price for condo and townhomes is also up month over month and year over year, whereas single family, it's kind of stagnant. Mm-hmm. So
what is that? Just out of curiosity.
325,600.
What percentage?
How much is it up?
Yeah.
Oh, it's up 5.7% month over month. That's a big jump.
Year over year?
6.7%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sales, there were 485 sales last month. That's low. Yep. Down 11.3% month over month, down 15.4% year over year. Pending sales, we have 605. That is about the same as last month, up 0.3% and down 1.8% from the same time last year. So pretty much the same. Mm-hmm. Pendings, the same. New listings, down 2%. Month over month, I would still call that pretty flat.
Low, yeah.
And up 2.5% year over year, pretty flat. Let's talk about inventory. Inventory is down 2.4% month over month. Mm-hmm. We're flat. It is still up 56% year over year. But, I think we'll see what happens month over month, and then that should kind of diminish with time. Mm-hmm. And it is definitely a buyer's market for condo and townhomes. We're at 5.3 months of inventory.
Yeah, and I would say as well that does also depend on where you're shopping, right?
It does.
We're going to have the same sort of thing in the condo and townhome market as we do in the single family, in which some communities are just more popular than others right now. And these always swing and change, you guys. So please don't think, for anyone that's maybe watching our market update for the first time and you're learning about, the Las Vegas market, you're like, oh, Skye Canyon's not, is not a popular place to be.
Yeah.
Like we've seen these really switching, changing over time. So you've got the benefit of time in order to make a decision, like especially in purchasing, you can watch these and really get clued in, finger on the pulse, and make a decision at a great time, because we don't ever know what the future's going to bring, right? And it might change back into a buyer's
Speaking
market,
of time,
seller's market.
Speaking of time, right now is the time to get a deal, because there are sellers that are, their houses have been sitting and they're worrying. Us personally, our team have been getting buyers really good deals right now. So
yeah, if you need some help, let us know. All of our contact info is on the screen. So you can schedule a free consultation on our website, thethomasgrouplv.com. But for now, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next month.